Albon. Come on, YouTube. It's taking a bit. It's just showing us the last week's stream. Here we go. Okay. Got the link. I think now that August is like well and done over. Are we almost done with September now?
One more week.
I think it's been officially, this will be my 7th year? 14. Yeah, this will be my 7th year in Final Fantasy.
Nice.
Or I guess we're going into year 8 now. Like, we finished up the 7th year anniversary. Now, the 8th year. I don't know.
I'm on my 6th year. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, does Mass Effect count as my longest played game if I'm still playing it now? I mean, I quit it for a while, and then I have an obsession, and then they release, you know, another version of it, and I'm like, well, of course I gotta play it for the 500th time, but I guess this is the longest game I've ever played, like, consecutively, like, it just keeps going.
Alright. So here we are, back in the Four Toms Manor. Oh, I guess before we do move on, just as a little quick thing, I guess at the start of when we have this video live, it has been known that the voice actor for Count Edmont de Fortom, voice actor, he recently passed away. So
yeah, I'm trying to remember his name. Pulling it up. It's Stephen Critchlow.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Stephen. See, here's the thing. I think it's Stephen Critchlow.
Stephen Critchlow.
There. Yeah. Yeah, he passed away, and people have been holding vigils. I think the vigil has since ended because I was just outside of Fort Tom. I didn't see many people, but it could be that everybody hasn't gotten on yet to start at the vigil again.
Yeah. But I wanted that to be at least mentioned because Count Edmont, throughout the years for Heavensward, was like one of the main characters that people really adored a lot, and his voice actor brought a lot to that character. So for him to pass away, it's a sad moment for 14.
Yeah, he's actually officially like the narrator of Heavensward, because he's the voice that's coming on as we progress through the story, and he's actually writing stuff down in his little book. Because if you look at the subtitles when we come through, it ends with like from the memoirs. Count Edmont, Heavensward. He's writing a book called Heavensward.
Yeah, basically.
Which funny, I think the narration is like it's happening in the future. Or I should say this is somebody, maybe us, the player base, I don't know. Or maybe it's the Warrior Light later on, reading through the passages of this book, and it's Edmont's voice who's narrating it. But, yeah, I heard he did voices and stuff like, was it Chronicles? Xenoblade Chronicles. And he did audio dramas for Doctor Who. But really what's touching is that the player base has been doing a bunch of vigils for him. It's been very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hats off to this guy.
Yeah, condolences to the family and everything, and wanted that to be known at least before we streamed. Edmont will always be a shining hope in Heavensward and in Ishgard itself.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, Alf, has stuff. Apparently, we know where Rabon is. So, let's see if we can figure out what's happening in Ul'dah, because right now is a great idea to go to Ul'dah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so exciting.
Flame General Affairs. Alf, wishes to share his plan of action for rescuing Rabon. Oh boy,
man,
buckle in.
Merowith, when things went to shit, you were like, well, time to go home now. I mean, her posse was like, your pirate majesty, it's time to go home.
You're
and she's
in
like,
danger.
She's like, damn it, I don't want to go. But I'm like, you could have stayed. Like, the city-state leaders were like, I think it's time for me to get out.
My uncle's hamster's in town. I really need to get going.
I don't even know where the heck did Kane even say anything? Did she just like...
She just screamed, Rabon! And then just walked away.
And then in the next scene, you just see her just slowly phasing out with the stars.
They just walk over Rabon. They're like, sorry. I hope your arm feels better.
Kane is like, the elementals need me.
They're vibrating.
They're vibrating angrily. They're like, Kane, when are the elementals not vibrating angrily? And she's like, you got me.
They're at
bye.
max vibrating. They're on maximum overdrive.
Elementals are like, we sense a disturbance.
Alright, Alfino. What's up, man?
Okay. Though the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Ul'dah without a plan. Well, honestly, Alf, when has that not worked out for us, though?
Yeah. Running headlong.
Because, as I recall, you coming up with plans
did not do so well for us.
Got here. So, yeah, well, anyways. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand in the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we visit Limsa Lominsa, because obviously Merowith will know something about this, because she ran away. You heard. When do you say I, Alfino? Are you already picking up the language in Ishgard here? You don't say I. He's like, I'm Ishgard now.
I'm growing up.
Sound like Ishgard. You heard me right. While you were about in your altruistic endeavors, if that's what you want to call them, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House Fortong and the Lominsan Consortium. Really?
Okay. You mean arrested?
Okay. During said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I color-coded it in crayon. I am happy to report we've yet a stout ally in Limsa. The Admiral was severely impressed with my crayons, and has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Ralphon. Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her, that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. I just need to shove Warrior of Light in front of anything, and magically everybody's on my side. When you arrive... I need your previous achievements to bolster my own, please.
You killed Good King Moogelmog. We need you.
When you arrive in Limsa, make yourself known to Sergeant Zenthale at Bulwark Heart. At least it's not a keyboard smash. In the lower decks. He will admit you to the bridge. You've never been to Lamensa, so I'm giving you directions, right? You've never... He's like... I'm pretty sure you don't know your way around Lamensa, right? It's like, Alfino, we've been here for like 3 years.
I have never seen this Limsa. What do you call this?
He's asking us because he knows we're going to be loading into this place for 1 million years, and we're going to forget the directions.
Yeah. It's past the Jades. Past the other Jades. And
there will be there will be a naked Rogadin in a leopard print bikini and a hat.
Normal stuff in Limsa, you know.
I'm looking at simply the names of characters that are just appearing in my chat right now, and I'm like, that's Limsa. It's a bunch of unpronounceable names.
Oop, no one is rendering.
I'm not even rendered. The music hasn't even started up. Because it doesn't realize where I'm at yet. It's like, where are you? It's like, shh. Before it catches up. I don't know where you are. I know you're around here. I know you're here.
I'm right in front of Alf, you know.
Reach out to me if you can hear. Oh, I found you. I don't see Alfino though. He's lost in the ether.
He's just telling us to talk to Xanthale. It's like, I'm glad you got this far, but I think you forgot what you were supposed to do.
He's like, remember the rest of my instructions? Okay, I see Xanthale. So.
The Admiral has been expecting you. Say the word and I will take you to her. This time she won't leave.
Please let us leave. We need to leave this place. It could have been worse. We could have been in the South Shroud.
Whoa.
Do we have voice acting budget?
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
I can't believe you actually went to Ishkar. I'm like, nobody wants to go to fucking Ishkar.
And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Uldar, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
Sharp as ever, Master Alphino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seedseer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication. that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Uldan Republic.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seed Seer and I to lend Rauban a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Ah, could it be? I dare not hope.
The Uldan authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Rauban is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long. Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphino. Following his capture, Rauban had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the Brass Blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
The Crystal Braves.
The Crystal Braves. You say you're fine, but you're not fine, and no one really will ever understand.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain. At any rate, if we're to rescue Rauban, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
I've lost my voice.
Hold on a second. Excuse me, we've run out of budget now. Rauban's survival is vital to the Eorzean Alliance. We can ill afford to lose it. He also owes me money, so... But I cannot send troops into Uldar. 'Twould spell the end of the Alliance, and war, like as not. It's always about that, isn't it? That's always stopping
War.
You guys are just like the council from Mass Effect. Like, we can't send you in the Terminus systems. They'll go to war with us. It's like, oh, okay, how's that working out for you? If there is to be a rescue, it falls to you and yours to attempt it. I would not have it any other way, Admiral. In fact, I believe it's the only way we're ever going to have in this game, so... It was I who founded the Crystal Braves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphino. By way of a first step, you should seek out our Doman contact. You will find her among the frontier hands at Ravenant's Toll, working in the kitchen.
Okay.
Alright. Storm Marshal Enzar Slafrv, if that is your real name.
Sounds a little misbeardy to me.
I don't think he's spoken to us since Leviathan, has he?
I think so, yeah.
Was it you or me that was him?
Oh, that was me. Oh, would that we could join you in rescuing the Flame General. But the Sultanate would not take kindly to a foreign power on their soil. Allies or no. Raban still owes us money, after all.
He owes me money, so this is a little bit of payback.
Alright, Mirwib, Voss, Quib.
Though it's useless to dwell on the past, I often wonder what I could have and should have done more for you and Raban that day.
No
I probably
shit.
I probably shouldn't have just go, damn it, and then left. I mean, could have maybe done a little bit, but leaving the banquet was tantamount to leaving you and yours for dead. Yeah!
Yeah, you think?
Should you think me craven, I wouldn't hold it against you. Well, at least you got awareness, Merrowweb. I can't really hold it against you because you're aware. But I will make it up to you. This I swear. Come what may, know that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn can count on our cooperation.
Sure.
I want to start doing her new voice, but I still like, another hand touches the beacon. That's just her new voice to me.
Maker, guide us from this evil. Blood mages everywhere.
It's just, she had a really iconic voice actor. It's like, this is the only role I know this new voice in, and she's just Merrowwib. I like her voice, don't get me wrong, I like it a lot.
Not to bring a grace into this Orsino.
Alright, Alfino. The Crystal Braves may no longer answer to me, but that does not absolve me of responsibility. As commander, I am accountable for all wrongs they have committed, all the havoc they have wreaked, and all of the trauma I am about to experience. So let's do this. Alright, we're just gonna teleport to more donuts.
To the donuts.
More donuts! We need donuts.
And I think, since this is still going on, I think there are going to be Crystal Braves around Mordona.
Yeah, there's usually some. So these Crystal Braves have existed since the banquet, so they've been hanging around for a while. We just haven't come back because we're immersing ourselves fully in the narrative that we're vigilantes on the run, and we didn't come back here.
Right? So they're all, yep, so in front of the Rising Stones right now, is a brass blade.
Man, they're all sitting here like, foreign powers can't be on foreign power land, and it's like, Mordona, I guess, is technically neutral, but it's like, they're worried about moving foreign power things, and you got a fucking brass blade right here.
Easy now, friend. I'll not raise the alarm. I'm not fool enough to believe the rumors. That I cannot well let you pass. Orders are orders. Oh. I guess there are some good brass blades.
It is physically impossible for us to go into the Rising Stones.
At least he's nice. I wonder if that means a Slaftborn has anything to say?
I wonder how the Adventurers Guild there feels about, like, having a brass blade.
Ah, he does say something. Oh, you two are safe. Thank the gods. I heard about what took place in Ul'dah. The terrible things they said you did. Well, it goes without saying that I don't believe a word of it. I promise to do all I can to track down your fellow Scions. Knowing that you managed to escape unscathed, I'm hopeful for the other's survival. I don't know. A couple of them blew up in explosions, and then our leader ran back to the explosion. I don't know.
Things are kind of dicey right now, and
I kind of feel like they all blew up.
we don't even know where Urianger is, and he wasn't even there.
Oh, we don't.
I guess
care.
They said,
we don't. I care
guess
about
they said
Urianger.
He's still at the Spirit Halloween store now because he's still got to hand out the Titan EX quests and stuff like that.
could have swore there was a crystal brave that would stand here.
There's usually, there was usually a couple of crystal braves, and then there was the domans sometimes that were lurking around over here. Maybe now we're too late because now we're progressing the plot further enough.
Could be.
Yeah, the domans used to be. I guess it's because we are meeting the domans. They've moved.
Look, they're upstairs.
I know for sure where the crystal braves are in Ul'dah and stuff. I wonder if Alpha's gonna show up. Oh, he's not here.
I'm glad Ralph is here, even though that's part of the culinary quest.
And this lighting is making your hair look white.
Larks is aging, and the banquet aged him.
Larks looks like he's going gray. Okay, Alfino. Could it be that the Doman contact of whom the Admiral spoke
Higiri, of all people?
She's right in front of us. You don't have to make any guesses.
Actually,
Alfino.
I kind of feel like it's this Lalafell with the egg beater.
She's always been here. I wonder how long she's been beating those eggs.
She's been beating that for a while now.
It's been
wink,
around
wink.
7 years because that's when they upgraded all of Revenant's toll. So.
I need that as an emote.
She's yeah. Where's the egg beating remote? We need that. I want to make up some, or it could be cake batter. It may not be. She may not be making like scrambled eggs or something. She could be making cake, or maybe a pie. I think I'm just hungry.
These eggs won't beat themselves.
I want that emote, and then I want it only for Lalafell. And have everybody be angry. Everybody's like, what the hell?
He gives Lala's a buff.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Higiri.
Mr. Suyaya and Lark Shallow. I thought you both were dead. Actually, I knew him. I knew in my heart that you were safe, but to see you again in the flesh, words cannot well express my grief. My relief.
Oh, my grief!
Gary's secretly like, shit, I was hoping they died. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Braves turned upon us and took the rising stones by force.
Damn.
We were in the middle of mimosas. Amid the chaos, some few of my compatriots and I were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then, we've remained in Revenant's toll, keeping watch over the mutineers while awaiting your return. You have done well by us, and we Domans do not soon forget our debts. We swear to do all within our power to aid you, including these thanks that I'm giving to you now.
In search of Raban. Higiri is eager to assist you.
Hello, I'm eager to assist you. Shortly before you arrived, I received word from Limsa Laminsa that you were searching for General Raubon, and that he owes money to Merowib. I don't know why she needed to emphasize that, but that's what I got. As the Admiral will have informed you, he was recently moved from his cell into the... I want to call it the Marsala pit. Marasaya pit. Delicious Marsala pit. At the same juncture, Yu Yu Hase and the 3rd unit were observed leaving the Rising Stones.
Fuck
yeah,
you,
you're not
Hase.
rid of that. You're not rid of that bitch yet. He's still alive, so he's gonna keep tormenting you until you probably kill him. This can be no simple quest to escort the flame gem before that chocobo runs you over. It's extremely large, and you are a very small Olafel. Okay, suffice it to say, we have people shadowing the 3rd. If you would join the hunt, pray seek our outdaware at Highbridge, where I too am bound. I hear there's a really good fate chain over there, and I need to get in on that.
I keep forgetting. Everyone else keeps reminding me, but myself. Where is... Gotta have our dad!
Oh yeah, Midgardsormr is supposed to be looking at us.
like breaking. Oh, land on my shoulders as we teleport, Midgardsmer. Okay.
It's gonna be hilarious if the lever fade is up. Tonight it shall be I who pull the lever.
Fly. I feel like we're always in Highbridge. Not Highbridge, I mean Drybone. I feel like we're always here.
Yeah. It's almost like half the main story. It's almost like we have to hang out with Marcus for a good long time. Everybody around here's like, man, I sure miss Marcus and his 3 o'clock screams.
Ooh, look at you guys all decked out in ninja gear.
And they're like, we're Shinobi.
Alright. Oh, Higiri.
It's been a while since I last wore this garb. Usually I don't like the smell of it because nobody washes these. Since I came to Revenant's Toll, my days have been spent in the kitchens. Fear not, however. Though I have learned to wield a skillet, I have not forgotten the use of a dagger.
I know how to beat eggs with it.
You see me chop up potatoes and carrots, right? It's these same daggers.
Oh shit, Alfino, I didn't even realize you were behind me. He scared the shit out of me.
He's been standing here the entire time.
I was more like, oh wow, Higiri and Do wear ninja outfits. I completely forgot about the short little white-haired boy.
He's just like, Warrior of Light, please notice me. He's like, God, Alfino, we have to notice you every damn quest. Yu Hase. The mere mention of the name calls to mind the moment I felt the cold kiss of steel against my neck.
Okay, we're not gonna. Well, what you do with other people, Alfino, is your business.
He's like, I discovered a kink that day. It's like,
I like cold swords against my neck.
Just wait a few more. I know you're horny because you're a teenager. Wait a few more years.
Insert the cupcake. I've been expecting you. Time is of the essence. I shall be direct. Yu Hase and his men are bound for Halatali. They're about to do the level 20 dungeon. We believe.
Oh, it's as opposed to hard mode. They're gonna go just straight to level 20.
They're like, shit, we didn't do the main scenario side quest. We believe.
They're like, look, I'm not dealing with Mumu Peppa, okay? So.
Fuck that mechanic. We believe that this is where they intend to carry out the execution. Hozan is presently keeping watching over the entrance. Let us make haste and join them. To the Ninja Mobile. Oh, bye, Alfredo.
He has to run.
He's like, wait! I'm wearing scholar gear. I didn't give you guys the Paladin.
No, he's not going to be a scholar anymore because he knew what was going to happen on the horizon. He's just like, I'm going to be a sage now. And no, it has nothing to do with the fact that they're just giving us Peloton and nothing else. It's like, Alvino, we all know. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Speaking, Hachi, are you okay?
My spouse.
Hachi, are you good?
My cat is worried.
The cat was at the right time of that.
My cat has been looking at the screen too, but I think my cat is looking at the flapping wings of Midgardsmer and thinking it's a fly, and he's interested in that.
That was so much at once. The fact that Hachi fell into the cement block, and the fact that Farrago was annoyed by it all. Wow. Okay. Well, anyway, so We can only solve one problem at a time. Hachi is probably dead, and Raban is most likely dead.
Hold on, Zia has to have a ship moment.
Oh.
Because...
Ikemashi na todo gachi. Todo nani yo.
I got the Dota mode. I'm like, no, it's contract. I have to do it back. Zia is just sitting over here being really angry, like, I'm gonna murder everybody inside, and then like, her spouse just sends just one little heart, and Zia is like, hold on.
Midgard's Mercedes, and he's like, death, destruction, Demo.
Alright.
Alfino,
like,
did you see that?
Alfino's like, are you done being married for like 5 seconds? We got more. Ralph's about to die. Zia's like, he'll be fine. He can do it for like another 5 seconds. It's fine. Raban's ties to Halatali are well known. That Ilbert should choose this of all places to stage his execution is no coincidence. The fiend! Are there no depths to which he will not stoop? I hope he steps in doo-doo all the way down.
Oh, and Hachi disappeared. Okay, well that's another mystery we'll have to solve later. What up, Hozon? Ah, you come at a good time, my friends. But moments ago, the traitor, what's his name? Hairbird? Earbird? Ilbert, okay. The traitor Ilbert arrived and entered Halatali. From this, we may be certain that General Raban is being held within. Also, do you like my outfit? Do you like my boots?
I've actually washed this. Only once, though.
Keeping the flame out. Looks like in the picture, Raban has not have a laundry mat time for a while.
He doesn't look like they've given him a shower.
Stinky boy. Hozon, we'll brief you on the mission to rescue Raban. I'm gonna tell you guys how to rescue Raban. There's no time to lose. General Alden may be executed any moment. You must enter Halatali and free him from his captors. Please see to your preparations and tell me when you're ready to proceed. One of our own will accompany you inside.
Please, no more titty faces.
If you're done with your marital dispute.
Yeah, that wasn't a dispute. That was like, we're on our honeymoon.
He's like, oh, I'm sorry. We Domans, when someone does the mime emote, it usually means ill tidings are afoot.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell happens in Dopa?
Alright.
Yeah. Hachi just proves to be like the cryptid warrior of light because like they look around like, where'd they go? And it's like, the warrior of light is mysterious.
Oh, fuck. Is it Scare Lark's Day or something?
Pray, forgive me my lateness.
This shouldn't scare Larks, that's like a very normal ninja thing to do.
Lars is like the terriblest ninja in the world. He's like, Jesus Christ, where did you come from? She's like, aren't you a shinobi? He's like, that doesn't mean you kill me. Oh, that's right. We're budgeted again.
Lady Ugiri!
Master Alphino, I am pleased to see that the light of resolve shines in your eyes once more.
Ah, yes. How pathetic I must have seemed to you when we last met. I am ashamed to record it. For a time I was well and truly lost. But with the aid of my comrades, I have since refound my purpose, and I shall take care not to misplace it again.
Since your escape from Ulda, my fellow shinobi and I have shadowed the Crystal Braves every step, in hopes of learning the Scion's whereabouts. Regrettably, our investigation has yet to yield any useful information. Pray, forgive us.
You need not apologize, my lady. We are grateful for all that you have done on our behalf. Besides, Ralban is no less a friend, and we cannot well abandon him to his fate.
Hozon,
They just straight up
the
die.
3 of us shall attend to the Flame General's rescue. Pray, Draw away the guards by the entrance. Take Doware and Higiri with you.
Oh, bye. They did ninja things. Oh god, he's dead. No. 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 No, Hosan is not dead. He's not dead, Kate. He's very much alive. He has to take care of the kids.
I can't remember, was this one of the last roles Yugiri's first voice actor had with her, or are we now on...
It's the new voice actor, yeah.
This is the new one? This happened quite a while ago, but unfortunately, Yugiri's first voice actor was horribly, like, murdered by a boyfriend, I think. And it was quite a shock. Unfortunately, this episode has to be us talking about dead voice actors.
Yeah, unfortunately. Let's see.
But this one happened in 2015 or 14 somewhere.
Yeah, it's been a few years.
But that was awful to learn of that.
Let's see, Alfred said, "Not a soul from the Colosseum to be seen. This bodes ill." Yugiri says, "Take the lead, Larkin Zui shall follow close upon you."
I guarantee you I'm gonna get lost in this.
I mean, it is Halotali.
I just got home gamed.
Oh.
No, maybe it's stunned. It's gonna be weird because as more time passes, not saying that home game is doing that, but some of these NPCs are using moves that no longer exist. Especially the Dragoons, because we no longer have the fire, or what is it, the Ring of Thorns. Though I hear they're getting a new pole dance looking move, so maybe we can have our pole dancing Dragoons again. It's been a few years.
I want it back.
I know. Ring of Thorns used to be like an AoE move that Dragoons could do outside of battle. You didn't need to be in battle to do it, and so it's like they finished up with a move that they were doing a very, very fancy pole dance. And so they called it the Dragoon pole dance. I think it was though around Heavensward that they got rid of it, and it was like ironic because this is supposed to be the Dragoon expansion. They're like, we're taking away your pole dancing.
God, the Heavensward music is playing right now.
I love this music. I think it's called, is this one Stone and Steel? Or is that the other one?
Oh god. Which one, like, is this a dead end? I think that's a dead end. Oh yeah, that is a dead end. I remember this duty, when I first came out, I failed it a lot.
I believe the song is For the Sky.
The general, but where's his captors? I mislike the look of this. General, you came.
Did you bring soap? I smell a lot. I'm already at the cutscene.
He is bound by some manner of magitech device, yet I dare not force it open. It may well be booby-trapped.
Not the good kind.
That's okay, he only has one arm, he'll be fine.
I have heard of boobies before. Booby trap, I mean. The Crystal Braves will possess the key. Let us split up and look for it. Aww.
That will not be necessary. Oh, well,
you could just keep that voice for him. I think I'm Yu Hase. Pray, do not take it personally, my friends. Now he's like a valley girl.
Hey!
I so wish I could do his deep Japanese voice, but it's not within my range. You are the victims of harsh economic conditions. Remember, I'm all about money. I keep talking about money. I'm from Ul'dah. See, I was like, ugh, I hate this. They're like, you're Ul'dah too? She's like, I hate Ul'dah. Happily, you will not suffer for long. This poison that I have in this vial here that will not turn you into a llama for sure.
A llama?
Convey you swiftly onto the bosom of Thal. But not Nald, just Thal, where I hope to join you after the passing of many prosperous years. With
Fuck
gold.
you. I hate this guy. Oh, don't smile at me.
It would have been hilarious though if this could have just gone Emperor's New Groove. Like he's like tries to poison us and it just turns us into llamas.
GoldenEye Yu Hase. Farewell, friends. Oh, and do try to relax. They tell me struggling only makes it worse. Cough, leave me. Sputter, save yourselves. We cannot let them escape. Lark, Zia, force the gate.
Oh, I've been doing that. See, I just been looking around like, Yugiri keeps popping potions. He's like, I know. Oh,
Ooh,
fucking
Raban's vitality.
It's already at 50%.
Ooh, are we supposed to... Ah, the way is clear.
Need to make sure that the jam is
Mr. Manchi must stop it at the source. I shall tend the general, pray, see to the mist, and the key. The Braves have the key. Oh god. Let's see if I can...
This is where I get lost.
Yeah. Oh man.
I think they're in a little...
Do we have to really go forward back?
I think we have to go up the stairs, and I think they're
found
in,
more jams. I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay, looks like Raubon gets to heal a little bit over time.
At least his vitality is like kind of going up.
Yeah, Yugiri is like, here, take these potions, this infinite amount of potions that I have in my pocket. Alfino, can you help me kill these jams? Like, you just don't just stand there.
Oh, Alfino stopped following me. He's attacking the other jam as I've been leaving. I see his ruin out in the... Oh, he's coming after me with the slime.
He's like, Mom, please help. I'm just an academic.
He was literally running away from it.
He doesn't have his carbuncle yet. Like, give him a break.
What the fuck, Alfino?
Okay.
Am I supposed to go this way? Oh, I found the Humine Automatizer.
Oh yeah. Humming. It's humming.
Okay, Alfino, you kill the coffee maker. I'm going to kill the slimes.
It's a bad humidifier. It's a really, really bad humidifier. Alright, we've stopped the poison. The poison for Kuzco. Kuzco's poison.
That takes care of the mist.
But not this jam
cleared.
that's going on. Okay. Okay, next we gotta find
the key and free Raubon.
I think we gotta just keep going back. Oh yeah.
Oh, I see him.
There's some bitches right there.
Blue was like so Realmborn.
How did they survive the poison?
They probably had a gas mask. How did they survive?
We're like, it's like, you left the thing right, you didn't even go, did you think the jams were, you know, it? Like, that's not gonna stop us.
Alright, Mr. Conjurer. You shall conjure no more.
Oh, I forgot to kill the conjurer first.
Wow. RPG 1.
I forgot the first rule.
The first rule of RPG.
Always
take down the healer and the
healer.
casters.
Yeah, they tried to teach me that all the damn time in the quests, and I'm like...
Joke's on you, I can't even read.
The guy is like, if I kill everything so fast, I don't even need to worry about it. Oh, last night, I believe I sent a message out to our lovely fan Kate, but I found out that the Thaumaturge's Guild, I haven't done the quest in a long time, but they make the newest members read all 108 books. At least they used to, until they kept scaring off all the new recruits because of it. And I'm like, Zia has read all of those books on how to kill everything as quickly as possible. But no other student has in like the last like 10 years. So she's just sitting over there like, did nobody read Passage from book 8? This one just says you can do this to your
It's
enemy.
like, oh yeah, this poison. This is in book, how to kill your Lala.
I remember this is like, you know, a poison voice scent, like Toulon.
Just like what happened in the Emperor's New Groove.
It's like, see, you didn't read the book on thaumaturgy, that was just the Emperor's New Groove.
She was just watching Disney.
She was like, what?
She's like, the
You mean
apple?
this never-
I never would have thought that.
She's like, you mean there wasn't really an emperor who turned into a llama? I thought this was like historic fact.
You're just standing there. Okay.
I guess I'm just gonna unlock this Magitech device by myself while you two just watch.
Hooray! He's free.
Oh. My thanks.
I have one arm.
Slowly, General. You are very stinky and weak from your ordeal. You have not taken a bath in a while.
Nevertheless, like Brokeback Mountain style, we must quit this place. Ah, I should have known. What are clever contrivances to the warriors of light. Well done, hero.
Hey, there's only one person
Oh fuck,
who can say
I heard a
that.
hoe from Slytherin say something.
Ew, bird. Ew, bird.
Hi guys, it's me.
Throw my crayon drawings.
You mean to struggle on, then? Very well. If you would stand in my way, I'll cut you down like all the rest. Come, scions. Let's get this over with.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I have 11 o'clock back scratch after this.
Oh yeah, Alfine is still at half health. I'm worried about him. He's not healed himself.
Oh god, yeah, you're right. The Sultana's assassins are here. Crystal Braves to arms. Whatever it takes to survive. I am no hero, never was, and never will be. Fuck you off, legless Laurentius.
Laurentius, you were supposed to have a redemption arc. Instead, you got the opposite of that. We were like, hey, the guy we threw in prison all the way back in the first, you know, few quests of A Realm Reborn. He's definitely just, you know, he's gonna be a good guy now. And he's like, no.
I like how Raban's like, my strength has left me. I'm like, okay.
I mean,
he's like, and I'm back down.
I don't even know how much they treated that arm wound.
He's like a
concerns me.
Kingdom Hearts 2 NPC side character. I'm back. Oh, I took a hit. I'm down.
That's just Donald whenever he gets too low on health.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
Tear you limb from limb. Sloppy.
Sloppy.
No,
Might as well be.
He's already doing it.
He's such a dull blade.
I heard his blade. It's dull. He's just like, stop making fun of me.
Whoa.
For Alamigo!
For Alamigo, you say? Don't think this is helping Alamigo's case. And you're down as soon as you say it.
He's like, for Alamigo! And then we just like, end him.
We think this is Stormblood?
It's already Stormblood. We're already there.
This changes nothing.
It is over, Ilberd. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Justice? Justice for what exactly? 'Twas not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
But you told Raban you did.
You just said it!
Make up your mind. Did you kill her or did you not?
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Oh, clever little shite. If you think you fight for justice, lad, you'd best wake up. The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see you're being used by the Scions, the city-states, even the Crystal Braves? They none of them care a whit what you want, only what you can do for them. And how do I know this? Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever wanted was to liberate my homeland, and I ate dirt to make it happen. But what have I achieved after all these years in servitude? Nothing. Not a bloody thing. If we ourselves are not free, free to think and to act, how are we ever to reclaim our own land? Know this. There is nothing I would not give to take back Alamigo. Nothing!
If you like Alamigo so much, why don't you just marry it?
You'll not get away!
No, Master Alphino. Now is not the time.
I'm but a cripple and a fool. And still you came for me. I'm in your debt.
We are all of us fools of fate, General. But even fools have a part to play.
On your feet, gladiator. This fight is not over.
Rest assured, I was not planning to die till I'd avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lad. Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life. Nothing.
General, are you aware that Lord Olorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. 'Tis passing strange, though. I assumed the bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope, but I have reason to believe that Her Grace may yet live.
What? But how can that be?
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without.
I love when conversations do that, when they're like, they get something serious and the person's like, it's not safe, we must leave.
I mean, the place was covered in poison not just 5 minutes ago, so...
I feel like that's the perfect time to talk.
Also, did you see Ilbert's little flash bomb thing? And he only traveled like 5 feet, and just like...
He's like,
You think he's gone for good, and then you just look over, and he's just like, all he did was just travel 5 feet away from us, we could still chase after him. Worry about it's like, no, that's
Girls.
too much. Oh, Higiri's totally Bubbles.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry.
Whee! The general is safe. What news without? My lady, the guards have been subdued as per your command. We have since kept watch over the entrance. There has been no further activity. Then Ilberd and his minions have fled via some other egress. Scour the perimeter for signs of their passing. At once, my lady. To the Powerpuff Girls, away! Hi! I'm not Urianger. I'm Uyange. General Alden, I presume, and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I'm Uyange.
Everybody just takes out their weapon. Who are you? Identify yourself. You don't look nearly tall enough to be Elizin.
Pray, do not be alarmed. My mistress is her friend, and I come bearing a message of goodwill. It's me, Uyange. For your own safety, she bade me direct your steps to the waking sounds. Know that Master Urianger waits you there, along with others sympathetic to your cause. This is no ruse. It's me, Uyange. General Aldin, if you'll come with me, I have prepared a carriage, that you may have traveled in comfort, safe from prying eyes. It's the Uyange mobile.
So yeah, it's like, I don't even care if he is an ally, can we still just murder him?
Gary's like, it makes sense to me.
Alright, let's murder this man. I'm taking him out back right now.
So Uyange is dead, and they took the carriage.
Yep. Alvina's like, wow, that resolved itself quickly.
Alvina's like, this is a weird night.
I've already spoken with Urianger via link pearl. He's like number 2 on my contact list right now. He confirms the man's story.
Shit, Uyange's dead.
He also says there's a 20% discount on Halloween masks right now, so we better get in on that. Raban is in safe hands. Let us make our way to the Spirit Halloween store.
It is. It's the Waking Sands has literally become a Spirit Halloween.
I don't know how long ago we made that joke, but it was like it's since we've left, it's become a Spirit Halloween store. It's even more appropriate now that we're approaching October. I want to make so many Spirit Halloween store jokes. I want to just make Halloween jokes in general, because I can. There's no way to stop me. Not even the month of September can stop me.
The pumpkin spice.
Man, I'm not a fan of pumpkin spice lattes, but mostly because I usually can't have coffee because the caffeine content kills my heart, but there is great news for people who have caffeine sensitivity. Right now is the caramel apple spice, and I want to make it caramel apple spice season because that's the only thing I want to drink lately.
That does sound good, actually.
It is not good for your sugar levels at all, but what drink at Starbucks is. Might as well live it out.
Oh, Awakened Sands. Remember when people died here?
I like that this lady's still here, just suspiciously.
She's like, Amdapor.
She's like, please, will you accept my Amdapor quest? And you're like, oh, I gotta go.
Bye! The Spirit Halloween store.
Oh, my favorite.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Also, in case you notice, Urianger is no longer voiced by Gideon Emery, and that is a crime in itself.
Pour one out for Gideon Emery. Though I applaud this voice actor because I've grown to very much love it. Also, I think it's around this point that they're like, maybe we should just tune down Urianger's speech just a little bit so that he's just a little bit more comprehensible.
Yeah. And also, he's with Papa Sean and
Pippin, the most beautiful Lalafell. Pippin's the most beautiful can Lalafell, I think.
I don't know, Papa Sean's right there too. Papa Sean's a beautiful old man.
Father!
Father!
Pippin, my son, and Master Papa Sean besides.
Pippin, you have daddy issues, I see.
I think he has the opposite of daddy issues.
I know.
I should have been at Her Grace's side.
It's just the way he said father.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
And then there's a Lalafell that should not be here.
You.
It was I who arranged this gathering.
Oh, Urianger is still alive. That's good.
Yeah.
And
oh, fun fact about Dulala. GI is pretty well aware of her presence because she technically owns
of the Order of
the
and member of the Syndicate.
Churches Guild.
Oh,
she owns the entire property and things surrounding it.
And she's a member of the Syndicate along with Godbert, Lolorito, used to be Teleji. And who's the other guy?
He straight up died.
Is it the guy we're pretending who's Urianger, or is it someone else? There's another
we
Syndicate
already mentioned
member.
Godbert.
We did mention Godbert, but there's someone else in the Syndicate. He's a guy that wears a cloak. Maybe that was Godbert. I guess
that was Godbert. It was to hide the fact that he was one of the Syndicate members.
I guess that's all of them then.
Because the rest were Lalafell and then Raban.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young man, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
We didn't have time. We didn't have time.
See, I was like, I don't check the pulse of anybody. Usually, I'm just kind of like, I'm in the
plopped to the floor and we got arrested instantly. We didn't have time to check his pulse, Yugi. Like, we didn't have time to check anybody's pulse. We were clapped in irons. You stupid conehead, Lala.
Oh.
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji. It is my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. he sought to manipulate you into eliminating Telechi for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Come again.
Some manner of sedative, perchance, of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
Were I to guess, I would say her grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Oh, Nanamo. I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck her grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something.
No, I don't think
And
it,
though
like,
one may call the man's
counts for
methods
fucking
into
anything.
question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information, and arranged this gathering. I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Telechi Adelechi left behind.
Oh, joy, I'm glad.
You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace, and take your place at her side once more, for her sake, and that of our nation.
So let's digest that for a second. So Lolorito fucking knew about the plot.
And instead of, like, alerting authorities, or maybe, you know, like, I don't know, getting the Scions in on this.
Yeah, he used the Scions, he used the Crystal Braves, he used Ilberd, all just to eliminate a Lalafell, which you could have literally just done in the shadows in the corner.
Well, it's just still duh for you. They gotta make everything convoluted.
And the fact that...
it's because he wanted money, he pretty much wanted everything Telechi had. Also, if he could get Ralvan out of the way, that's another one of his competitors in the Syndicate. He did it this way because it benefited him the maximum amount. So he's not actually a good guy in this situation, no matter how Dulala wants to be neutral about it. Because it's like, he could have done this in a way that didn't destroy the Scions, and didn't send the Sultana in a slumber, and didn't send Uldar in a state of chaos for months.
And keep in mind, this is the same Lolorito that we had to deal with in the beginning of our Let's Play back in Realm Reborn. Because he was causing all bunch of crap even back then, too. So... And the fact that the Sultana is not dead is a great thing, but at the same time, it's just like everyone, like half the Scions are presumably dead just for Lolorito to get rich. That's literally what all this happened at the banquet. Was we were just benefiting Lolorito this whole entire time. people got hurt, and Lolorito got wealthy. Man.
We thought Teleji was bad, but I mean, Teleji's now dead, so...
Well, Teleji was abusing refugees of Alamiga and was about to do it to the Domans. He was 10 times worse. I mean, he was a dickhole, but Lolorito, he now gets to get away scot-free because he saved the life of the... Which, he would... You know how she said her words? She said, because Lord Lolorito wills it? Lord Lolorito would have let Sultana die. It didn't mean that he was going to lose out on a lot of profit. So he's like, I want the Sultana to live because this is going to be a bad thing for me. Because he knew all the chaos and disorder was not going to be good for money. So, and the fact that the Sultana just wanted to step down and kind of quit, I mean, whether or not that's a good decision or not, he was not on board with that, and so, in this way, this is how he can still keep her on the throne, by not letting her have a way out. Right.
So he's just being a manipulative bastard. He's not a good guy.
Definitely not a good guy at all. And also, fuck Dulala, too. Because, you know,
yeah,
she's condoning
Dulala's like, well, she's just like, I'm not taking any sides, and it's like, your inaction is taking a side.
She's literally taking a side.
But, like, I think that's on purpose. Like, these characters that are like, I don't take sides, and it's like, okay, well, by not taking a side, you have allowed horrible things to happen.
Yeah.
You will start noticing this in Ishgard, too, where people are like, I don't take sides. It's like, okay, well, you now have let horrible things happen.
You clearly are, but it's whatever.
By not taking an action at all, you have sided with the oppressor.
Anyway, that's just Ul'dah. Fucking hate
Ul'dah. Isn't it fun how the politics of Ul'dah kind of run in with Ishgard?
Hey, Yugiri. What's up? How are you?
Yeah, there's now people, like, standing around. They're like, is the plot happening?
My fellow Domans and I are glad to have been of service to the Flame General's rescue. If there's aught else we can do, know that we are ever at your disposal. Oh, that's good. Pippin!
Father! Excuse me. Father's spirit burns as fiercely as it ever has. I was proud of him when he ruled the bloodstains, the poop stains, as full of Alamigo, and I am proud of him now, even if he is stinky.
Aww.
I love my stink.
You cut out and you're just like, I love my stink.
I love my stinky dad.
Hey, Rabon.
Rabon, you need to take a shower. It avails us not to dwell upon that which we have lost. Even my arm, I just don't give a damn about it. Nay, we must focus on protecting that which we may yet have.
There you go.
Day in the future. Urianger is probably gonna be like, do you want to accept this primal quest?
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're gonna ignore him.
Is that what he said? I didn't even have to click on him.
I'm glad the little Lalafell Mender from the Scions is now standing on the box. Well, that's good.
She's like, or no, he's like, I am now no longer depressed. He's just lying to himself.
I'm glad Wigstan is still saying the exact same thing. Okay. Arenvald! No matter how hopeless things seem, I will keep my chin up and press on. 'Tis the least I can do to honor the memory of my fallen comrades.
I think he's still saying things all the way back from Titan. Like,
he might be, yeah.
Are you not upgraded at all? He's just like, Arenvald's just like,
I hate to ask, but let's talk to Dulala.
If we are to see stability restored to Ul'dah, we must needs set aside our differences. No more can there be monetarists or royalists.
There should be no Dulala-lists or Lolorito-lists either, but we have to deal with that too. Hey, Papa Sean. Oh, I think I gave him a country swing.
Yeah, you made him like Wild West.
Well, thank you for rescuing General Raubon and them garden gold in them darn hills. From the bottom of my heart. To behold him now, gaunt and unkempt and stanky. And armless. It pains me to think of all the hardship he's endured in them darn hills. Rodolphe, do you have...
Did you say anything?
It will take more than this to end the Scions where Light promised me you'll stand with us to the bitter end. I have no idea who you are.
I've forgotten who you... Did you have a sister? I don't remember. No, the twins died here, so... The other twins.
On D, when it's Sears burning kernels, your sister would be turned in her grave. Oh, this is the one with the sister.
Oh, okay.
Slapswiss?
Slapstick.
Slapstick. Okay, well, Alf, you know.
He's like, finally, you're talking to me. I had not counted on Prioress Dulala herself appearing. I forgot that she was even part of the Syndicate. She barely... It's my suspicion the Sultana proved more prescient. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Raubon, we have taken a vital step towards resolving issues and matters in Ul'dah. We couldn't have done it without you, so I thank you, which I'm about to present to you at the end of this quest.
To siege, or not to siege? Alvino is distracted by a call on his link pearl.
He's the Numenphilia.
Boop, 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 boop. Kim possible.
He's like, hold on, I have to take this Zoom call. Tataru? Yes, General Raubon is now safe at hands. What? Another assault?
Jesus.
It's like happens like every hour. Very well. We shall return at once. Pray notify a count of our coming. Oh, it would seem that we face another crisis. The Gervonians are preparing yet again to resume their siege on the Holy See.
Oh gosh, I'm noticing a trend.
Alvino's like, I should have known that the 12 o'clock Gervonian invasion should have happened about now. Though I am loath to abandon the Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dulala's claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Marshal Tarupin and the others to investigate, and return with all haste to Ishgard, because this is Heavensward, we're supposed to be here.
To the Alphamobile.
Alfino's like, the riders need us to come back to Ishgard, so they wrote in some dragons attacking.
Just one last look in the solar before I leave. Good times here. That's where Letta's baby died. Good times. Remember when Minfilia used to stand here?
Yeah, now there's a spooky haunted mirror that says things as you pass it by.
Now she's probably dead. That's whatever.
Time to go to Ishgard where nobody dies here.
On that note, now that we think of death in our heads.
I like that we arrive here, but I'm like, Zia's like, I don't see any fucking dragons in the sky, do you? Like, where are they? Isn't the 12 o'clock, dragon reckoning supposed to be happening right now?
You just run in like, guys, you just missed it.
There was a sick dragon not just a minute ago. Luckily, Lord Brucemont came by and just Dragoon dived it all. Holy hell here.
Thank God we have the spiked butt of the Azure Dragoon.
He did a backflip. Alvino, how'd you beat us here?
Alvino, when are you gonna put actual warm clothes on?
He's like, I'm fine, I'm not cold. Let us hear what the Count has to say, but first talk to Tataru, because you can't get inside there without her. Ah, there you are! Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Raubon short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the city is awash with rumors of another Javanian attack, and Lord Washafon was desperate to get a hold of you. He kept going, please!
Please call him! I don't have him!
I need to look at him one more time before I die. It's like, quit being so dramatic. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you better head in. He's very adamant about seeing you right now. Yeah, he's like, oh god.
He even brought oils. I don't know what that's used for.
Horchafon was like, I was in the middle of making martinis.
Ah, my sexy friends. Oh, I thank you for answering our call with such sexiness. As I'm sure you are now aware, the Javanians are once more gathering for a war. And that's not very sexy of them.
Every Tuesday, they always do this. It's just Suyaya, Lord. Or is he calling you Master? Master Levier. I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we thought it best to have Mistress Tataru contact you by the most direct means available. We would have sent a pigeon out, but we've heard it's not been reaching you for reasons. I don't know.
There's a huge pile of them on the side of Ishgard. When the observatorium's bells toll, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle.
We shall go to war! In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claim they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky.
There's a sky here?
Dragons. Well, we didn't see the sun, that's for sure. What is that? It seems Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. If only we had an Azure Dragoon available for this.
Alas, we have none.
But I would not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When first you came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, must ask for it. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice, to remain in a besieged Ishgard, or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand.
Alright, let's leave. Bye.
Edmont's like, our country is fucked. Like, just to warn you. Oh, look at all the Photons here.
Aww.
Except Hawkman, he's not allowed to be a Photon.
I'll start with the Manolin.
Oh gosh, the asshole first. How many dragons would it take to darken the midday sky, do you think? 1,000? More? More than 2? Not too many at any rate. I hope they don't ruin my nice statue over there.
Count Edmont.
I confess, I know not where else you might seek sanctuary. It seems like all of Eorzea is kind of fucked right now.
Yeah.
But the few places are like to be more perilous than a city under siege by a whole horde of dragons.
Oratorio. The observatorium bells have tolled. Either flee this place or make ready for war. I don't care what you do.
Artorio, eat shit. Eat shit and die.
The coming of the horde spells ruin for Ishgard. But her sexy knights shall fight to the last to shield her citizens from harm. Okay.
I have to say, realistically, this would be kind of a really scary instance because everybody in Ishgard are like, there's a whole horde coming. It's like, who knows who's gonna die here in the next 5 minutes.
They're like, please let it be a Manolin.
They're like, please, please.
That's what Hodgfon's saying. Like, it's Hodgfon's like talking to Cat Edmonds, like, who do you think's gonna die? It's most likely a Manolin, right?
Yeah, it's going to be Manolin. Edmont's like, considering how much of a bitch he is, probably.
And Manon's like, absolutely, yeah.
And Manon's like, yeah, I really don't stand a chance, so please, I wanna go to the bathroom. And then he just never comes out of that bathroom.
Tataru.
Okay. What will become of this place? And us? Are we gonna be turned into dragon poop? This is not how I planned my evening. Though we flee to the ends of the world, 'twould seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Alfino gets it. He's just like, where do we go? There's just gonna be another war over there. Once more the horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her wary defenders must take up spear and bow. And maybe a sword, and maybe a nice staff. Anyways, the Count would have us seek shelter from this storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole.
Alfino, your Realm Reborn is showing.
What say you, Zuyaya and Larix?
I would stay and fight. We cannot stay here. And I wonder what Zuya's gonna choose.
You might be able to guess quite correctly.
Is it Larix would probably say. What does he say when you say
that is your answer? By the 12, how could you... But wait. Mayhap remaining in the city would not best serve our friends and allies. Mayhap there is another choice. He's looking at Zuya like, you're really just going to let Ishgard burn? You're not going to let them all die? Zuya's like, yeah. Yeah.
To what he says to me is, then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandon our allies in these hours of need, unlike Zuyaya. Alfino's way. Alfino is deliberating how best to proceed.
Alfino's like, I'm not taking Zuyaya's advice, we're doing it Alfino's way. I'm going to ignore everything you just said and only listen to Larx, because he says stuff I agree with. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us meet outside and discuss a path that lies before us.
Tataru's like, I'm literally right here. We don't have to go outside. Why are we going outside? It's fucking cold, Alfino.
He's like, Tataru, not in front of Amanda Lane, let's go outside.
Tataru's like, no, I am putting my Tataru feet down for once. Well, Tataru, what do you have to say?
Well, he promised me a mimosa, so I came outside. Oh, she still says, what will become of this place? And us? I'm still asking that question.
Do we care about her opinion?
She was asking that question as we dragged her out through the door. Just, what will become of us?
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Estinian.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that...
A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emeric. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
I'll be like, Istinian, we're not here to kill her. We're here to talk to her.
Istinian's like, sure, we won't kill her yet. He's sitting here like, I know your diplomatic whatever is gonna go wrong with Nidhogg, so I'm glad because I know this is gonna end in me, like, killing everything.
I think he's just taking joy out of this.
Istinian now joins the party! Okay. We have chosen a excuse me. We have chosen a difficult road, yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plan for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Emeric will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain at Tom's Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir. I also like his city. It's like, don't tell Aemeric what we're gonna do. Not because he doesn't really fear Aemeric's going to tell us no. He's afraid that Aemeric's going to be so on board with this idea that he's going to be included with the traitorism and heresy that we're about to commit.
He secretly, he cares about Aemeric.
Dude, you can always tell that he does. He's just kind of like, look...
He does it in a smart-ass way, though.
Istinian's like, I can go to jail, but Aemeric can't go to jail. Do you understand?
He's not going to make it in jail, is what I'm getting at. Alright.
You would speak with the Lord Commander? Pray, make it quick!
It's like, wait, my legs are tiny, I'm not there. She's like, hold the elevator, hold the elevator!
It's that meme of Elmo.
I like that Aemeric does get an actual fucking, like, pulley elevator.
Everyone's chasing Zia's trying to get the it's literally that meme of Elmo looking like so pissed off as he's closing the door. Oh, Aemeric, I want the defenses of the outer war recheck. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege. Forgot we had budget.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors, and unlike those massing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emeric, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured. but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then. Carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
It was like the Warrior of Light and the Azure Dragoon. You can't see it underneath this desk in my outfit, but I kind of have a boner right now.
Yeah, the way Eric says, he's like, the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light. Kind of sexy.
I can't.
I like that Estinian just is like, I vouch for them, and Amaric's like, alright, that's all you need to say? Okay. And look, did you see how quickly Amaric, like, forgot that he asked, or not Amaric, Alfino, he's like, what are these mysterious things? And Estinian's like, I have this piece of paper that says I do what I want. And Amaric's like, oh yes, I was the one who gave you that piece of paper.
You get those once a month.
You can do whatever you want. You don't need to explain anything to me, Estinian. You can just do whatever you want.
Let's see, Estinian. I will say this for your plan. It has made keeping secrets from the Holy See seem almost entertaining. Oh good, I'm glad you're having fun.
Estinian's like, oh, I love fucking over the Holy See. It's my favorite thing to do. Having secured Sir Amaric's support, and I think his was that admiration? I'm not quite well versed in this. We would proceed without fear of a preemptive Ishgardian attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us that the Dravanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. So if you are ready, Estinian, let us be about our task. And here's some things.
No, and a cutscene. Oh.
I wish I had gone back to Amaric going like, wow. Thinking about Warrior of Light and Estinian.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thordan.
What?
That wasn't menacing or evil at all. I was fully expecting Zephyrin to be like, what of Estinian and Warrior of Light? Sounds kind of sexy.
I want to be in on that. Oh, you say the same thing. Okay. In search of Iceheart, Alphino would see one final matter before setting forth. Hopefully it means getting an actual pair of clothing.
Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tataru of our plans.
Who cares? Then I shall await you at St. Renat's Forum. Tell your friend we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy.
Of that I need no reminding. Come, let us head back to Fort Tom's Manor. I always want to call it House Fort Tom's Manor.
Forward and back, and you go forward and back, and we go forward and back, and you put 1 foot forward.
At least there's an Aethernet shard right in front of it.
True.
He's like, would you like to enter? I hit no. Just like, oops. So yeah, I was like, wait, I was joking. Our course is set, Tataru. It may be some time before Warriors of Light and I return to Ishgard. It's just like I have to insert, like, the Warriors of Light and I return to Ishgard. Well, just you be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening to out for news of our lost friends and drinking a lot. If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru. Please don't get too drunk. Farewell, for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on, Alphino. I made it specially. Also, you have so many holes. You're gonna get frostbite. No, I couldn't possibly... Very well. Please don't get me naked out on the floor, eh? There he is! More mature Alphino.
A much better outfit.
Oh, Pilot 12. This fits perfectly. And the quality is actually rather good. Did you think she was gonna get you from Walmart or something?
Look at this little baby tie.
I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I've been listening to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. That's more than needlework there. That's like, you put armor on that.
Like, you crafted.
you master crafted. This was a 5-star crafting recipe. My thanks, Tataru. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear the cold. I have been very cold lately.
Jesus.
'Twas the least I can do. Now, I must be getting back to the tavern, or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. And I think everybody owes me a jello shot, so... Best of luck on your journey.
I'm gonna get one in the belly button.
Tataru's just like, oh, whoa, I'll have to stay behind and drink all of these drinks at the tavern.
Turn down for what?
Like the rave starts right back up, and Americ's like right there, and he's like, are we preparing for war? What's going on next door?
On one side of the window, you see a bunch of dragons, and on the other side of his other window, it's just EDM lights.
Lucia's like, My lord, I heard Lady Tataru, the queen of the dance floor, is back.
I think Sky still needs country.
I gotta go to Stefanovian.
Oh, there we go. Literally right here. Look at Alf, you know, and his new duds.
He's so handsome. This new attire will serve me well in the bitter cold of Coerthus. I shall have to thank Tataru properly upon our return. You were really gonna spend like a days-long excursion with that poor excuse of an outfit.
Oh god.
Wow.
You have said your farewells then?
We are, do I sound like Ishgard now? We are ready to depart. This thing's like, shut up.
Just stop.
I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay.
Very well. But she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking?
In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Yuzale's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Coerthus Western Highlands. The whole map. It's gonna narrow down everything so great. Let us speak with Sir Redwall, was it? Oh, Redwald, sorry, I like that book. As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is like that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area.
It seems like,
You're like, okay, I'm just here. Steve's like, I'm just here to kill things in case things go wrong. And Alfino's like, nothing will go wrong, Estinian's like, yeah, okay. Nothing will go wrong. You won't need my lance. It'll be fine.
As he's like sharpening it, yeah. Nothing will go wrong.
Estinian's a lot more intelligent than he ever lets on. He knows what game he's playing. He's just like, yeah, of course, Alfino. I'll only kill dragons if anything goes wrong.
Nope. As again the cutscene, someone drops off a Porksy. Okay.
Oh, well, Mistress Suyaya and Master Lux, what brings you back here to Falcon's Nest? Do you need more fetch quests?
No.
Judging by that look and by the company you keep, it can be no trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon I know, of course, but I do not believe I've met this young gentleman. I thought I would know every little tiny elephant in this area. Alfino Levier at your service, and you are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwall. Redwall. Now I'm just gonna keep going with it. As I am sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned that the Gervanians gather for another assault. We believe that there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus we have come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see. Then you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgon Mills. 'Tis possible that they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Mistress Suyaya and Marks, both mistress, know the place well. Know well the place I speak of, for it was they who discovered it.
Let us divide our forces then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol while the two of you visit this refuge. While I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there.
Estanian's like, great, while you do that shit, I'm gonna go do more important hot girl shit.
I'm gonna take a nap.
A wise use of our time. I agree with this hot girl shit. Come, both of you. I am eager to learn what Sir Redwald's men have found in the heretic's lair. I'm gonna run off ahead. Oh, by run off I mean walk.
He has been running a lot.
Alvino's like, I have short little legs, and Zuya's like, shut up.
Oh wait, we haven't learned flying yet.
We haven't? Yes, we have.
No, not yet.
We gotta walk there.
Yeah.
Zuya's like, I hate you. I hate you. We gotta be one more minute in this icy, frozen hell.
It's only until after we find Ice Heart that you can fly. Or if you got all the ether urns at that point.
Zuya is like trying to follow to the script, but she's like, nah.
We have to give as most an authentic Let's Play. Also,
but it's so hard when my chocobo won't jump, but instead will fly several feet.
It double jumped.
It's a double jump, yeah. I still can't believe these roads are like river.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're just roads, just iced over, but they look like water frozen over.
Well, we found the Ice Heart bachelor pad.
We come to and there's rave lights go on, and we're like,
Tear down for what?
Like, well, things kind of heated up. Just a simple farmhouse. It makes one wonder what other innocent facades the heretics have chosen to hide behind.
I'm like, yeah, don't look underneath those pile of hay.
Just an innocent farmhouse that's all frozen over, and there's nobody here to left work to feed. Like, do you see any animals or any crops, Alvino?
Clearly, Ishgard's down. Master Shallow, Mistress Zuyaya. Our foundings, you say? Well, there is something of a tale there. Javon over there tripped over that little stump of hay.
It was funny.
It was kind of funny a little bit. But no sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters, and we were ambushed from the shadows by great white beasts. 'Twould seem the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded, especially Javon when he stepped over that hay barrel.
And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves. I'm going to run ahead. Zia's like, oh my god.
He just runs in and Alfino's like that. Oh, he only took one step.
It literally was right here, this bear. I like that the heretics just left whole ass bears in here. They're like, let's leave them a nasty surprise. Let's leave these bears hidden. How did we not see these bears last time we were here?
I think it was after we left.
That means they led the bear. No, that means they. Okay, hold on. That means the heretics took some bears from outside and lured them through this door, and they're like, yeah, go get them.
Well,
you mean to tell me that's what happened?
Yes.
Do you think they just had whole pots of honey and just... I can't do this. They're like, come get this honey. Okay, Alfie. Oh dear.
Oh, whoa.
Hi,
Odin.
What was that? There's a lot going on right now. Where's my crayons? Anyways, the creature took me by surprise. Forgive me. Until my hands stop shaking, I fear I shall prove more of a hindrance than help. Pray, go on ahead, and when you are certain that the rest of these things have been slain, notify the expedition leader that it is safe to return. Okay. It's like, Alvia, what you ran in here. What did you expect was going to be in here? Like a big fluffy dog?
Well.
That's a lot of bears. Again, how did they get that big one through the door?
Well, maybe they were always down here. Maybe it was like in a different, like, well, I mean, there is a door right here.
I think they were just stuffing bears in this room, and then they were like, release the bears!
I mean...
Oh, this person's on the bear quest. Wow.
That's a lot of bears. The things we do.
Like that. We just, you know, we just come down here and just take care of bears. And they're like, okay, we're done. Alfino, we slew all. I think, is Alfino just afraid of bears? Like, what's up with this? You were so gung ho to come in here, and then you were like, I nearly died. I heard a frightful growling from below. You encountered more of the beasts, I take it?
Yo.
I guess. Alvino, don't run off ahead. Oh. Please hold my hand. Hello, Steve's like, I heard there was bears. Am I late for the bears? Okay, well, I guess I'm late for the bears.
My nap and my inquiries availed me not. The patrol leader had little to say beyond which of his extremities the frost had been the hardest. Oh, well, that's good.
This is kind of like, that nap didn't do fucking anything. It's like, welcome to adulthood.
Their beasts are slain, then? Oh, my thanks, you two. May return to our duty without fear of a mauling. You guys just missed it, though. Estidian tripped over a hay barrel.
Steve's like, I did not.
From one heretic to another. The expedition leader has a promising lead to aid you in your search for Lady Iceheart. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is that not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades, just like how it happened when Javal fell over that hay barrel, appeared to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of pursuing their contents more closely, and since we were surviving an onslaught of Fang and Claw, mind you, and also people tripping over stupid shit, but I'd wager those epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. Maybe you'll find a sexy love note.
He's like, Francois, I dream of your touch as we meet in these frozen wastelands.
As we tangle our bodies as we mold into dragons. Oh,
next time, bring the dragon helmets.
Oh, that kind of got me hot just think about it. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Everyone's a bunch of bitches. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray that the gods lead us right to the Iceheart's door. It's hardly a choice at all. It's stupid. You guys are stupid.
He's like, I got better hot girl shit to do.
I'm glad Estidian just walked in, but then the guard slowly walked, and then he's like, Estidian!
He's like, wait, that's the Azure Dragoon. Could I have your autograph, please? Hey, there's something suspicious and glowing over here.
A heretic F-still.
It's just more fan fiction of somebody's like dragon solo. It's just like, and then the beast flew with its big giant wings beating down upon us.
Okay. You guys doing alright over here? Like, what?
Like, we're doing all the search work and they're just kind of hanging around the water cooler just talking about stuff.
Where are these damnable pages? I'd rather battle 2 score Avises than continue this confounded search.
I like that's like literally there's some right over there and it's like Estinian, are you even trying? And
He's like, I fucking hate this.
Steve's like, I can't find anything. It's like Estinian, what? He's like, I can't read. It's like, I can't read. I don't know how to read.
The letters were in a neat pile, just here. But, it would seem the skirmish with the beast has scattered them rather thoroughly. I think that's Javon's hand over there.
Oh.
Oh, is that Raban's arm? How did it get here?
Get all the way over here. The bears have brought Raban's arm into this place. I have found some few of these letters. Let us gather a respectable stack and see what secrets the expedition captain can wring from the collected correspondence. That was a lot of alliteration, Alfino. Only Lalafell can do that.
Estinian, there was literally 2 in front of you.
I know, you could literally see them. You don't... He's just like, I give up. I can't see.
I'm done. Have you recovered much of the heretics' correspondence? Did you find Billy? I think Billy's dead.
I like how this guard has like suffered a lot of trauma, but he seems to be like, did you see that?
Oh, splendid. Oh, there's Billy. He's dead over there. Well, added to the contributions from Master Levior and I guess Estinian, we now have more than a dozen letters.
And the only letter Stinian showed me was his own that says, I do what I want.
What we have here then? A love letter. A picture of a butt. Well, every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the Gorgain Main's heretics and their fellows in the amphitheater.
Akafa amphitheater. Which almost sounds exactly like what you just said.
There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing stuff, and a manner of provision stuffs. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned.
You mean the same place we found them in the first place? Who would have thought that all we needed to do was go to the place where we battled Iceheart in the first place?
It's taken from the dragon's tongue. It means roughly eternal circle. It's just little wonder the heretics thought to return to the place.
Estinian can't read, but he can translate dragon speak.
Oh, sounding out the amphitheater. Alfredo seems intent on traveling to the amphitheater.
The amphitheater. He's now like, that's how you pronounce it. The very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva. Who would have thought that that's what it is? Well, let's just go there.
Oh. If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of a treacherous track of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed.
We've already been there, though. Then we must place our faith in the Aethernet. As you recall, our dear friend Moonbrita succeeded in recreating the Akafa beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant aetherite would only be temporarily viable, but given that the heretics of Gorgain Mills seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the aetherite within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I am wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the aetherite from this side of the wall?
It should. House Durandare posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry. You good, Expedition Leader? Do you mean to follow the Heretic's trail, then? Well, I will see that Sir Redwall's informed. I gotta go pick up Billy over there. How do you say that name? Chamble? Is it Tristan Taylor?
Tristan what?
Hello everybody, it's me, Sir Tristan Timothy Taylor.
Oh gosh, the quest, that's what it is. Oh. Ah, Trishambo?
God.
We're gonna call him Tristan. His name is now Tristan.
God.
Everybody in Ishkar is like, yes, I am Shasamanala, and you're like, what? What was that?
What'd you say again?
Just, like, eventually just starts sounding like garbles, and you're just like, yes, I'm a and you're like, what?
What?
I am a Akafa. Oh, I was like, what's going on here? I'm like, it's the fate.
Men are dying. I remember now.
Artoriel, how he led us to the right spot.
Well,
I can't remember how to get down here. I usually just jumped.
So
I jumped and I prayed that these glowing guys never hit me.
So this is the opposite side of Snowcloak?
Well, this is one of the tunnels that they say lead into Snowcloak. Because I believe Snowcloak would probably be somewhere around... like... I don't know. I think it's somewhere around like here. Or maybe it's closer to the Twin Pools. I don't know, because the way the maps line up in Coerthus. Foundation. Yeah, okay, so if you back out into just Coerthus, let's see, Gervania. Knowing Iceheart's story. Wait, where'd you go? Where are you?
Here.
I don't see you anymore.
I'm right here.
Oh, you're right behind me. Frick. So, I mean, anyway, so Snowcloak has a lot of tunnels and stuff reaching into it. So this right over here, yeah, they're calling this the Warrens. So remember that we vast array of like caves and stuff, and while we're in that dungeon. So I guess this travels underneath. Yeah, I guess somewhere around here is where Snowcloak will connect into Central Coerthus. There we go. But if you back out with just Coerthus, where you see the map of Coerthus Western Highland, and then there will be... Oh, you know what? I thought that was Ishgard. Never mind, I was mistaken. Because, yeah, so that leads into Gervania, and you can kind of see part of the map of Gervania. But let's see, so Snowcloak is somewhere there. So yeah, we're close to where there would be tunnels connecting into it. It's just a really far distance. Like, we got to imagine that there is a vast cavern, and like a bunch of connections running underneath. And that's why it's been hard for them to track down the heretics, because they're using that to advantage. It's literally like a catacombs down there. Like a maze labyrinth kind of going on. But, so if we remember Iceheart's story, she probably popped out somewhere close to the hinterlands. Or even, I don't know, the Forelands too, because I know eventually she did show up in the Forelands. But she had to travel into Dravania to escape the Calamity's wreckage from over here. So she had to flee to Dravania in order to not die of either starvation or the cold. And so a lot of this kind of connects up to it. But it makes sense that she would always come back here because she's very familiar with this area.
Right.
But yeah, where we are, it makes sense that it could connect in there.
Okay, Larxene, don't beat this thing. Speaking of him, what ails our young lord? The moment we arrived at the wall, his face took on an ashen pallor. Does he fear facing the heretics within their own lair? He's probably just cold.
He's probably just got trauma, Estinian. Do you recall the first time that you ventured into these tunnels in search of Lady Iceheart? It seems ages ago, does it not? Back then, I still believed myself the commander of the Crystal Braves.
Yep, he's having PTSD.
He's just... Estinian, you should know this. He's just some 16-year-old PTSD.
Ah, the guest of Heavensward Tom, accompanied by the Ezra Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will.
Assuming the Akafar beacon still functions, we must pray to the 12 it does. We shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. We're in for a Garuda awakening.
Ugh.
The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history and ones that look like the Azure Dragoon of Ishgard. So, then I point at Istini, like, it's that guy! All Istini needs to do is take off the helmet and they'll just be like, who is this?
Who's that?
I don't understand. Who's this stranger they brought with? An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured.
Maybe you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch.
Oh, maybe I will. Do you know how old this place is?
Dogs of Ishgard! It is not enough that you banish our beloved saints. Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood?
Well, actually, we just kind of wanted to talk. Stay your weapons. This is really rude. We have come under the flag of parley. We wish only to speak with your mistress, and that we might broker a peace.
Do you think us fools, boy? It will take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You walk with the Dragon Slayer, and we know all too well what he is capable of. He doesn't even fuck them, he kills them!
Stays like, yeah, why would you want to fuck a dragon?
My reputation precedes me.
Well, they give us little choice. Let's murder them.
Come, brothers! May dragon wings bear us to victory!
A sexy dragon.
You will not defile this sacred place a second time! No, wait! We did not come here to fight!
We shall go to war!
Wait, no more words of them. There's death to reason.
Here you go, Say. It's exactly what you want. We're killing a bunch of people. It didn't really take long. It was kind of like, we just walked in here, and they're like, nope, we're not dealing with you. Oh, frick. I didn't know Stinian had voice lines in here.
Your guard is down.
Alfino, do you have anything to say? Oh,
Aymeric, Stinian keeps backflipping everywhere.
It's what he does. He's a dragoon.
Behold the might of dragon blood. Oh, I thought it was a Stinian saying that. I'm like, what? Seven hells, can dragon blood truly bring about such a transformation? You know this! We dealt with the Inquisitor.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't there.
I thought that said his name was Louis Swa. I'm like, wait, what?
I think, other than maybe Stinian, Warrior of Light has, they watched, some of Icog's followers drink dragon's blood in Snowcloak. But Alfino wasn't there, so...
That's true.
So Warrior of Light is like, yeah, I saw that. Alfino's never seen it.
Stop turning into dragons, guys.
Gosh, I know. It's just like, this guy's almost Louis Swa. He's like, Louis Shaw? Louis Stowe.
Louis Swag. Whoa!
There's no way to interrupt.
Yeah, 12 for Fend is right. A fast foe might sink my lantern too. Okay.
Know your folly.
That's a lot of drag. He turned into a big dragon. Oh. Alfino finally said something.
Duty complete. Did you finish?
I just finished. As the dragon just barrels into a stadium. Just... and then we killed it.
They fight like demons. Just death to remain. Fall back, brothers. Retreat to the cinders. Back to the Migartimer fanfic.
Back to AO3, we gotta go. I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Not that we could have questioned one of them. We just kind of sat here and let them run, so...
What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, till certain there will be more heretics to question.
Question, he quotes. The cinders, you say? I confess. They just said it in front of us, Alvina. I confess the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good to enlighten us, Estinian.
I suspect it is the heretic's way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years pass. 'Tis told that the Azure Dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened unto the point of death, and forced into a magic slumber by an entire chapter of the Holy Sea sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begun to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it. Be sure I speak true. I'm not lying.
A fascinating tale. We should make haste to this Ashen Isle.
Okay. What? You've dreamed up the heretics? That should certainly ease the minds of our surveyors. Alfie.
Only in a land where war has raged for thousands of years could enough ash fall to bury a dragon the size of an island. That doesn't sound really good, Alfie.
Yeah. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there was another place I would visit first.
The latrine, because I need to pee.
I am told the convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Ilir Jantilo may have information of use to us.
I remember this part.
But mayhap you're not familiar with the name either. It sounds like Zuya is because she's Cyan. The Counters are dragon slayers. Well, after a fashion. But I'm willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I will learn all there is to know of our foe.
A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these convictors, then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. So this is where you can pick up the first dungeon, but in this case it's actually an optional dungeon, which is weird. We don't usually get the first dungeon of the game to be optional. But I assume we're going to want to do that.
Yeah, we can do a side thing. I mean, we won't be able to show off the story. But if anything of the dungeon.
Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, it's a side quest, really. But I don't know if we can do it this episode. We're already running late.
Oh, yeah. Boop.
I think we need to stay on... I don't think we need to go up. I think we need to stay below.
Huh? Do we?
We don't need to go up top. We need to stay below.
Oh, really? Okay.
We gotta cross the frozen river into Twin Pools. I say we make camp here because they're gonna start us on some fetch quests.
Oh god.
That's probably how we should. We should be like with Warriors of Light.
We make
camp here. Cause this is why I'm like, oh, it's this part. the Dragon Slayers quote. Gentilo.
Oh god, this man.
Yep. I'll do him. Well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lass looks promising. She looks like she's gonna kill me with just a look alone.
Oh, that you meant Alfie, no.
He said the hard-eyed lass.
Oh, for me it's hard-eyed lad. That's why I got confused.
Oh, that lad over there. He looks like he killed somebody in a back alley. You, white-haired little guy, you have a frail look about you. I'll give you 3 days ere the wild claims your corpse.
Damn.
Do you even know how to summon a carbuncle? Oh, I beg your pardon?
Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fell heretics with the flick of his wrist.
That's very,
That was nice of him.
generous. That's just... Stinny wasn't there to see him, like, shake over a bear. I mean, I'll give him that he was surprise attacked by a bear, but... Okay. Oh, who are you to question my... Oh, by the fear, you're the fucking Azure Dragoon. Holy crap. The armor, that lance. The Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Gentilo, leader of the Convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. I've taken a couple of avises, you know. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you to our humble camp? Oh, I don't know what that little lass over there is signing with her hands, but I'll take the word of this tall guy over here. Lady Iceheart, is it? I know her by her reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own men can be, somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. Meaning I haven't seen a report in days, let me tell you. You may wish to question them yourselves. Oh, well, thank you. We shall. Suyaya, Lux, Estinian, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had.
All go in different directions.
Okay, before we question everybody and their mom, I say we just... It's 9:30, I need to get ready for bed.
This is our stopping point, yeah. But yeah, so a little bit of this video. We're starting our quest to stop the Dragon Song War, and also wake up freaking our precious princess in another castle. God.
Yeah, Nanamo's not actually dead, so she's like... She's just resting.
She's just sleeping.
She's just resting. Yeah.
I have some thoughts on that, but that's for a different day. So, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, because it really helps out. It helps out the video a lot. And if you're a fan of the series and you want to support it, please hit the subscribe button, and also hit the bell when you'll be notified next time we go stream. I'm glad we're like in a perfect unison. Like Megardsimer, me, you, and Larxene are all like.
or Alfino's over there in the background. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Shh, we have to do
I'm
our
talking
outro."
to a nun.
Yeah.
But I hope to see you next time, where we continue our pursuit of Iceheart and maybe find out more what's going on about this war. Hope to see you then.